Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. And right now, I'm real frustrated. Actually, I'm really, really frustrated. You know, people. Just, I get to get that crank in my neck, and I'm really trying not to be triggered. So I'm like, I'm gonna go do a video and shift gears because I'm not gonna freaking throw a tantrum on a YouTube video. I have enough emotional control and freaking composure, freaking not to be a jackass and do that. So I'm like, well, just go talk about it. Just go let it out. Your frustrations. You know, that's what this channel's about, is to channel through emotions and feelings, because that's what people don't do, and then freaking they bottle that up, and that's how sickness is caused. And it's just, you know, Mom's, she had never been clinically diagnosed. She'd had a stroke when she was 38, and her brain has just deteriorated since then, you know. So, sorry for your loss to all you folks that you're losing your parents now. I've been steadily losing mine for, let's see, 30 years, slowly. She's been with me about 10. When we moved out to from Omaha 3 years ago, that was a breaking point, though. That was a big shift. She, and the stress of the move up until that is, even though it wasn't really, anyway, she was picking up on my stress mostly. She didn't do nothing. She's physically capable. She's a very physically strong woman. She's very, very active, very agile. She just doesn't have 5 minutes or 5-minute recall, you know, 5 to 7 minutes, I'm guessing. So that means, you know, we've gone without different points of our lives with food for so much that means that if no one's around to ask her if she's hungry, she won't remind herself to eat. So that's why I took a freaking pay cut, freaking $55,000, $80,000, $100,000 pay cut, whatever. Because 10, 12 years with my IT experience, I'd be up 6 figures right now if I was freaking egocentric. But I took a pay cut to look after Mom, because she's freaking finicky and fussy and can be very difficult. This morning I made freaking eggs. Make 3 eggs. You know, she ate all the eggs, then I ate my eggs. We were just sharing the same bowl. I just used the bowl after her, and she was just looked like a little kid, like I broke her heart. She's like, "Can I have a couple of bites of eggs?" I'm like, and some days she's more in it than not, you know? And I was like, these are my eggs. If you want more eggs, I'll make you eggs, but these are mine. You just ate 3. How many eggs would you like more on top of the 3 that you just ate? And she's like, I won't eat any. I'm like, you can have all the eggs you want. I just want to know, on top of the 3 that you just ate, how many more do you want? And then she started, and she's like, I won't eat anything. And I was like, would you like some mac and cheese? And then we get to play the temperature game. Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Anyway, so 5-minute recall, you know, and that's I know head injuries just change the person from who they were to who they are, a new norm, you know, and then but we all get to expect a new norm, because people change their minds about stuff all the time. They're always changing their mind about stuff, you know. So when they change their mind, it freaking breaks my heart. That's what I hate. You know, I'm always happy when people get in relationships, and I'm always happy when people, you know, get those life milestones. I'm happy for them, but I always know I'm going to see them less. And that's why my life has gotten so small, because other people's life has gotten so big, and I just haven't been significant enough to go along with them anywhere. I'm not remembered much. I never have been. Never been one that's gotten a lot of praise, a lot of recognition, but I like it, though. Who doesn't like to be recognized? Who doesn't? People have, and it even says it in my horoscope. I was reading it because I'll listen to readers, and I'll let them, you know, talk about the where the stars are, and then I'll bring up my chart and follow along, you know, and I'm just like, it says in my chart. It's like, people don't compliment you very often, but you sure do like to get compliments, and I'm like, yep. Why is that? I mean, I know I'm capable, and self-sufficient, and a very strong personality and all that, but I'm all soft in the middle. All soft in the middle. Just a soft candy shell, a soft candy core Anyway, I was speaking of core. I had an idea, a theory about something. This was pretty cool. Party pants, get there. I'll get benzo. I wish you could pause these and restart it, but you can't. I also wish that you could transfer the camera from one media to the next, but I don't program or figure that out yet. Nope, they can't even get the stuff that they do work right. Nothing's compatible with nothing. Come on, Bano, you coming? Come on. Hurry up. Go on. Go. Already go. Go. But I had it, and I've thought about this years ago. I just never really talked about it. I'm like, why did I make a video about that, Marge? Because I wasn't ready. So how about this one? Took some pictures today. Some screenshots of something. This is my theory. Okay, there's pyramids all over the United States. And I have a lot of background in technology, electronics. I was an age ranger in the Air Force. I went to college for IT, blah, yada, 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 blah, blah. And when I was growing up, I used to look at those highlight magazines. My grandma got me a subscription to those. And granted, those freaking, those search hidden picture things, you know, they were obvious where those things were. But what it does is it trained minds like mine to look in the details of things and to look at things from all kinds of perspective and point of view. So what I looked at today, I was like, there's pyramids all over all over the world on different continents, and they're all like have similarities structurally, and they line up the same, you know. And I don't know much about the specifics. That, you know, I'm sure that there's accordances and similarities and parallels in those too. But North America, to my knowledge, doesn't have any. But I think Mount Shasta was part of one. Was part of a pyramid that melted. That's just a theory, you know. Why not? Everybody has theories. See, because these are the pyramids, and from the aerial view, and they even look like electronic grids, right? Right? Those are the pyramids aerial view, right? Now this is backwards because cameras are very misleading. So, but when you look at the aerial view, I looked at it from, and you guys can do this too. Maybe I'll put the links from the pictures that I use here in the description, and then people can look at it themselves. And when you look at Mount Shasta from an aerial view, this is a terrible picture, but it's much better representation in real life. A big, medium, and smaller indentation, and you can see like the outline of where it's a volcano, so they say, but freaking stone can melt. I mean, it's melted, and it's whatever was there got overloaded and melted, you know, and that could be pressure on the earth, and that's all a volcano eruption is. But I think there's something to that, because every continent, I mean, except to my knowledge, North America doesn't have any, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. What else? So this is the new norm. This is my dog. He stands. This is how he stands. We're all quirky. He'll stand like this for as long as he wants. We all got into idiosyncrasies. How are your idiosyncrasies coming out today? I did not react. I didn't get mad. Oh, because that's how it ended up. I keep the fork with we have this thing. She likes to keep the eating utensils. Mom has this mentality of lack, because we've gone without for so many times, and what's hers is hers, and F everybody else. And that's how she's always been. Just ask anyone that knows me, that has grown up around me, that knows her. It's her first. I don't know if it's a Sagittarius thing, but she's Sagittarius, and it's a thing with her. So, I've been meeting a point of being in close proximity when she's finished eating, so I can leave the fork with the bowl, because I use it too. And she freaking likes to play games, you know, so she puts it I don't have the fork, you just took it. And she's played these games since I was a 2-year-old, but when I was a little kid, I questioned myself. This is how I learned to not question myself, because my mother was my teacher. So she'd hide things and then tell me that I had them, and then, you know, put gaslighting, whatever. You're, you know, like, it's typical. Yeah, I know all about it. I grew up around it. Now you guys put a word on it. You know, this is my reality. This is what I've gotten over. So she takes the fort, and I just was like, all right. I'm like, we go through this all the time, and I try to do things and modify things to keep it from happening. And sometimes I'm a step late, and I didn't catch her take the last bite, and she put it somewhere, and so I buy plastic forks. And because she'll take them, put them in her pocket, they break. I used to have a set, but anyway, this is my life, you know, trying to figure out how to do this and then earn extra money to get the hell out of here. My current living situation, because it's starting to get cold. I was hoping to have hot showers this winter and a wood stove and maybe central heat as a backup, but I don't need to dream that big at this point. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Hope you have a good afternoon. Peace.